Yep. Welcome to the Stoney Love Atlanta Weekend Edition, and I am your host today and always, Stoney Love, and happy Saturday to you. And as you know, it is Labor Day weekend, and if you ain't got no job, I hope you ain't celebrating. And if you had a job, I guess you could. And I have in the studio with me today Triple Up Sean, and he's going to kind of sit to the side while I do my thing. I have this little thing I do before the show. And I'm going to begin the show today with, in case you need just a little pick me up, I exist as I am, and that is enough. So if anybody have ever told you that you ain't enough as you are, then they lied to you because you're just beautiful just the way you are. Always know that. And one more thing, difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. So saying that, I want to say and give a shout out and thank you to my hair and makeup artist that's always here on site with me, Tashaka, for helping me finish getting dressed. Thank you so very much. And to Status Network, thank you as well. And thank you too for being with me and all of my guests today. We have a great lineup. If everybody do what they're supposed to do and then more, it's going to be a fabulous, fabulous day. I'm not going to go down the roll call of names of people that are supposed to be here because it's just a long list. And it's like I'm doing roll call. But happy birthday to Chris Tucker. He's 47 today. And he's a Virgo. Y'all know it's Virgo season. I'm a Virgo. Y'all know it's not easy. It is not easy being a Virgo. It's hard. It's hard every day. I trust me. I know. Because I'm what? We extra. Richard Gere, Pretty Woman. Today's his birthday. Debbie Gibson. Cameron Diaz, her birthday was yesterday. And singer Van Morrison is among the few. Also in celebrity news, Valerie Harper passed away. She was known for her character role as Rhoda on the hit TV sitcom Mary Tyler Moore. And also former Mr. Olympia Franco Colombo. He died as well at the age of 78. And Ric Flair proclaims that his wife is the reason he is alive. And you know how he ended that with, woo! Y'all know about Ric Flair? Yeah. Only a Pisces man would say that, right? And Jeannie May, or is it Janae May? Is that her name? She's the girl that played on the talk show. Jeannie May, I think that's her name. Well, she's with, she's had an ugly split with Freddie Hardy. And now she's with Jeezy. Yay for Jeezy. So we pass them around like candy. Oh, y'all know I don't say too much. Also in celebrity news, Alex Trebek is back on the set of Jeopardy after successfully completing chemotherapy. Now that makes me happy. Can I get 500 for healing Alex? Yes. And Nicholas Sparks, the writer for the book of Notebook, is kicking his sister-in-law out of their family home. He purchased the home from his brother Michael a few years ago after him and his sister-in-law Christine were having financial problems. Well, after she became pregnant, he decided to prolong kicking her out. So now that the brother has divorced her and left her with a baby, now Nicholas Sparks wants to leave her homeless. How about that? Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Christine. You having it bad, baby. I don't know. And Saran, he is the guy that assassinated Robert F. Kennedy, well, in 1968. He was stabbed the other day very, very badly at Yarkall. So they're trying to move him to another facility. I wonder what brought that about. Like, that's been so long ago. Maybe they tired of feeding him and giving him 3 hots on a cot. Like R. Kelly right now. R. Kelly is 3 hots on a cot. And he's in solitary confinement. Now, y'all know R. Kelly. Now, R. Kelly was my friend until they put him in the federal penitentiary. And I really feel bad for him because he is currently in solitary confinement, in which he is asking and seeking to be released from solitary confinement, because there you cannot get commissary and, well, you can get commissary, but you can only get hygiene items. So also in federal prison, you can only buy $300 worth of items anyway monthly. And Christmas time, you know, you get a little extra to do. But I really feel bad for him because he has no one to talk to, and you can't read the letters that people are sending you, and so you don't have anyone to write the letters back to respond. So that has to be a very, very lonely place for R. Kelly. But I have my little, thing about that in the universe and how the universe works and why the universe do what it does and how it allows these things to happen. When we're bad, the universe will get us. So, but I know people are not going to like what I'm about to say. Saturn is going direct in September the 17th. Saturn is going direct. Jupiter has just went direct. For those of us who are stars and who have Jupiter in our charts, and not just stars, but people who are just everyday folks, you're going to see a lot of things that are going to manifest that you've been wanting, like new homes, cars, businesses, and things like that. Well, I feel that, and this is just my opinion, and I've never been wrong with my R. Kelly predictions. I feel that with the universe and the way the planets are transitioning, and looking at R. Kelly's astrological chart, I feel that something will happen for him in the latter part of the year, around December, when Jupiter goes into Capricorn, which is in his sun sign, but he's also a Sagittarius moon. This will change some things for him, and there will be a technicality in which he will be able to be released from prison. So don't y'all get mad at me. And the people that tried to set him up, y'all watch how that's going to backfire on them. So this story isn't over. You got to watch how the universe is going to work in his favor. R. Kelly has a lot of things working for him astrologically that is going to set him free, and that's going to release him from prison. A lot of people are banking that he's going to do time. I'm going to be banking that he's not. So there you have it. That's my opinion. Sue me. I don't care. But anyway, in health news, are you optimistic or are you pessimistic? Researchers have found that people who are optimistic, that shall be me, we tend to live longer. Yes, 85 plus or more years. And people that are pessimistic and think down about everything, you guys don't live as long. So if you are a pessimistic, please change the way you think and start to think happy, beautiful, and loving thoughts, and increase your faith and know that the universe is going to take care of you so that you can live a long and healthy and beautiful life, okay? Okay, that's just my thought for you. And if you smoke e-cigarettes, that's those vapors, okay, the FDA and the CDC warns against it. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. People are vomiting. People are getting sick. People are getting all kinds of stuff. So I'm just telling y'all, I don't know what's in that stuff y'all smoking, but y'all need to put it down. Somebody in the hospital right now from smoking them e-vapors, them e-cigarettes. But anyway, we're going to go to break. When we come back from break, hopefully we get to listen to Kareem Johnson. We're going to listen to some of her music, and we'll be back after these messages.
Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving. I ain't dealing with it 'cause I know that I'm a queen. Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving. I ain't messing with them unless they rockin' with rockin' with the king. It's been 3 whole years, you still acting the fool with that fake facade like you a different dude. Why'd I stoop so low to even mess with you? Cause I was young and dumb and so delusional. Should've knew better cause you came with the usual. Cash, cars, and clothes, the dreams we pursue. The beautiful things that you and I could see you do. But it turns out I turned out miserable. If I could turn back the hands of time, I give it all back at the drop of a dime. To think it all started at the drop of a line. But look, ever since then, all I've been doing is crying. And ever since then, all you've been doing is lying. From the beginning, all you've been doing is dapping my shine. From the beginning, all you've been doing is cramping my style. Immature, sneaking and creeping, you've been playing around.
Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving.
I ain't dealing with it cause I know that I'm a queen.
Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving.
I ain't messing with them unless they rockin' with the king.
Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving.
I ain't dealing with it cause I know that I'm a queen.
Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving.
I ain't messing with them unless they rockin' with the king. I'm packing my bags, leaving my past behind, cause I'm done crying. Already done invested too much time in believing lies, even though I tried, it's been agonizing. So tired of being stuck in the same place, compromising, praying for a brighter day, sunshine. If you need a better way, better pray. If you gon' never get a chance to get up out this rat race, I need the strength to move on. Fear trying to make me hold on. I got the Jones in my bones, but let the weak say I'm strong. You've been trying to knock me off my throne, now I'm back in the zone. Finally got a backbone. Realize I've been in this too long. You made me wiser and strong. It's time for you to get on. This experience ain't been nothing but a stepping stone, and I got plenty reasons why I'm leaving you alone. Listen, it's time to get set free from all forms of deception and lies, relational lies, and those just don't come through romantic ties, but through your family, your friends, co-workers and associates. Oh yeah, and the worst type, self-inflicted lies. Those are the lies you've been telling yourself.
Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving.
I ain't dealing with it cause I know that I'm a queen.
Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving.
I ain't messing with them unless they rockin' with the king.
Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving.
I ain't dealing with it cause I know that I'm a queen.
Welcome back to the Stoney Love Atlanta Weekend Edition. And she said that's the reason she leaving. I got a lot of reasons why I left. Y'all don't even want to know. But anyway, we got Triple Up Sean in the house. What's going on, my friend?
Nothing.
What you mean nothing? You've been trying to get on the Stoney Love Atlanta Weekend Edition, and now you here, you telling me it's nothing going on, bruh.
I'm just glad to be here.
Yes. Y'all see that? He's happy to be here. Now, tell me, what's been going on with you, your music career? I know that you've been working on some new music.
Yes.
And you write your own music, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me exactly your latest song that you've written and what's behind, what motivated you to write that song?
The latest song I recorded was Would You Ride For Me?
Oh.
I recorded that because, like, I was in love with this girl, but stuff happens and we ain't together no more. But I don't regret writing because, like, she still listen to it and I always listen to it. And, like, she gonna forever be with me and around me. And I'm gonna always ride with her just like she gonna ride for me.
Now, she ain't your baby mama or nothing, is she?
Nah, I don't got no baby mamas.
Well, if she gonna stay around with you, y'all need to get in the car together and ride off in the sunset. Because it sounds like some Bonnie and Clyde stuff going on.
It's something like that.
Oh, y'all still got love for each other. Are you dating somebody else now?
Nah.
Is she dating somebody else?
Uh-uh.
Well, what's wrong with that? Well, hold on now. You seem a little sentimental. Let me guess your sign. Hold on. Cancer. Pisces.
Wrong answer.
What are you?
Aries.
Oh, heck no. Really?
Yes.
Oh, no. Your moon got to be something. You got to be a Pisces moon. or something, because you just too emotional about this girl. Aries, they like, forget it. I'm out the door.
Nah, it's just like when you get older and like you realize the
Oh.
bigger picture.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Now, well, may I ask, how old are you?
18.
What, and he got a long way to go, y'all.
You just find your sweetheart a little early.
You think you found your baby already?
Yes, I did.
And she gonna ride with you all the way.
Forever and after.
And that's the song we gonna listen to today.
Yes.
And so, now, did you grow up in Atlanta?
You can say that, but I'm really from Detroit, but I've been down here ever since I was 6. And like,
Okay, so you're in Atlanta, pretty much an Atlanta native.
yes.
Okay, awesome. So, where do you see your career? Where do you see you going in the next few years, or where would you like to go?
I would like to be on Rolling Loud, the Billboards, BET Awards, all that. Getting nominated for Grammys, all that.
Oh, all right. Now you're gonna take your boo with you.
For sure. She coming.
What? And then, now you know what? Now they need to make them. I thought they didn't make them like this no more. But that's a beautiful thing that you're gonna take your baby with you. Now, if y'all not together no more, are you asking her to be your baby again on the air?
I mean,
Are you asking her to be your boo?
I know she gonna be my baby again, so there ain't no like point of asking, cause I know she gonna come back to me, so that's why I ain't even really stressing. She coming back. She gonna come back.
He manifesting you, girl. He manifesting you. He already know. This man know what he want. He see you in the future. So you know what? I like you. I like you. I wish they had more men like that. Were you raised in a 2-parent family home or by your mom?
I was raised in a 2-parent home. My mom and my dad is married. They've been married for like 20 years.
Oh, that's where you get that from. Okay, so daddy been treating mama right, and so you know how to do it. You know how to you know how to finesse. And you okay. Shout out to daddy. Daddy, keep loving on mama. That's what's up. So now, if you had to work with a popular artist, who would you wish to work with?
Lil Baby and NBA Youngboy.
Ooh, I like Lil Baby. He's kind of, he's hot right now too.
That's my favorite rapper. I look up to him.
Really?
Yeah, that's my favorite rapper. I look up to
Okay.
him.
Yeah, right. He be riding around Atlanta in his little fast car. Yeah. All right. All right. Shout out to you, Lil Baby. I'm trying to get you on the Stoney Love Show, so please answer the phone the next time I call. Now, because I personally be calling people now and be like, hey, you want to come on the Stoney Love Show? And sometimes they answer the phone, sometimes they don't. You know how they go. But I'm glad you answer the phone. You ain't got to be, you can't pick up the phone for Stoney Love. That's wonderful. Now, we're going to check out some of your music. And so is there anything else you would like to share with me? And tell everybody where they can find you on your social media outlet.
My Instagram is 333upSean. My SoundCloud is TripleUpSean. My YouTube is TripleUpSean. And my Apple Music is going to be TripleUpSean too.
Triple Up Sean doing his thing, y'all. And we're getting ready to check out some of his music right after these messages. And I want to give a shout out to Amanda, Alicia, and Gwenda this morning. How y'all doing? I love y'all. We'll be back after these messages.
Would you ride for me? Would you do the time for me? Keep it solid with me. Will you ride for me? Would you do the time for me? Keep it solid, girl, you won't lie to me. You won't lie to me. I'm forever clutching my heat. When I was down bad, bro, you never switched up on me. I love you forever and you stuck with me. When I get that bag, you gon' spend it with me. I just got the back end. I'm never lacking. Out in the club, pistol packing. Racks on racks, with a whole lot of stacks. I love you. You my girl. When I get rich, I promise I'ma buy you the world. I'ma buy you the world. I wanna change on you for no other girl. Chanel, Louis V, you got that, yeah. You acting yeah. You the one I want in my life. You the one I made a promise to, I'ma keep it tight. I'ma keep it tight. I'ma be the first one in my life. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Stoney Love Atlanta Weekend Edition. And we have in the studio Demario Scott.
Yes, I'm in the building.
Ooh, Lord, I have been blessed. And we are an actor, CEO of Kings and Queens of... Hold on, let me get my notes. Corporate something, I forgot.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Kings and Queens, royalty of Kings and Queens Corporation.
That's right.
That's
In the building.
it. Okay. Well, welcome. And thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, no problem. I said I'll come on out here and holler at you.
Yes.
Be on the show.
Yes.
All the stuff. I know people been saying, man, you got to be on the Stoney Love Show. I said, all right, I'm coming. So
Well,
this is the perfect timing.
Well, yes.
Everything.
It's always a beautiful thing when I get new guests. I really love it.
Right.
And it's a pleasure. I've heard so many great things already about you.
Thank you.
Before I even met you, and I'm like, whoa. So to be graced with your presence, I'm like, I love your energy.
Thank you.
And so tell me exactly what it is that you do, in essence, with your company.
So with my company, I started my company 2 years ago, and before I decided all of that, I really didn't know what I wanted to do when I left high school. I know that I wanted to play sports and all that other stuff, but somehow my financial counselor came to me and said, hey, I'm gonna need you to pick some other program of study to focus on. So she gave me the whole running list, and I said, oh Lord, let me see which is gonna really pique my interest. So I decided, hey, marketing, sales, entrepreneur. So I was like, well, I heard of the word entrepreneur before, but I really didn't know what the definition was about it, and I just didn't know where I seen myself in it. So decided to take the class for 16 weeks, and after my 16 weeks was up, and I ended up helping majority of the students in the class teach the class and stuff. That's when I really found out, when I left high school and graduated from high school, that I wanted to pursue a career in business. And I went ahead and did the same old concentration, went to college both times, and decided, I said, yeah, this is where I need to be, because, some people couldn't really figure out what they want to be when they lived. They was asked multiple times what they wanted to be, but they just didn't know. So, long story short, here I am now, 2 years strong in the business.
Yes.
Royalty Kings and Queens Corporation, and I am the CEO of the company. The three legs that really focus on my business is fashion, clothing, apparel, and entertainment. Now, some people get twisted on this whole entertainment thing because some people think it's for whole other things. Well, the thing about it is, as far as like the entertainment goes, it's more so like music artists, like the Monique Jordan.
Yes. Shout out to Moj.
Shout out to Monique.
Yes.
I had Chef the Spanky Man represented my all women's fashion show.
Yes.
So that's the kind of entertainment I'm talking about, and all that other stuff you hear.
Exactly.
Entertainment.
Right.
But and then the clothing apparel, it just decided to come together. Designed for men, women.
So your fashion, I'm sorry to interrupt you, is your fashion where it's tailor-made, or are these like fashions that you handpick that you would want that you would be proud to see your family in?
Pretty much everything is pretty much tailored.
Okay.
And basically, once everything's tailored, I could pretty much see from that point forward. When I first started in the business, you can't really see what you're going to put the clothing on besides yourself.
Right.
So once you start to do multiple fashion runways and start to do more fittings, then you'll start to be able to have a general idea what kind of clothes really fit each other.
Where may I ask where you're from?
I was born and raised here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Because I was like, you do look familiar.
Yeah, born and raised in Atlanta.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm Mechanicsville.
Okay, Mechanicsville. Okay, yeah.
But I went to North Atlanta High.
North Atlanta High?
Class of 91.
91.
Yeah, so I'm an
Okay.
old lady. Oh, old lady. Shout out to Miss Dixon. All right. Yes. But yeah.
Wow.
So that, we don't see many of us anymore.
Right.
Because so many people have migrated here.
Yeah.
Atlanta is an international city now, and I appreciate that because we get to see so much diversity.
Right.
However, we would have never thought when we were young kids that Atlanta would be this way today.
Exactly.
Jacksonville is what Atlanta used to be.
Okay, yeah.
If you look back on it, if you travel through that way now, you're like, well, this looks like what it was so long ago. But we used to live now. We got the hustle and bustle. We're in a little New York City.
Exactly.
So how has Atlanta, with your business, and it has grown? How have you grown with Atlanta? Because we gotta keep up here.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean,
because we're becoming the foreigners.
Okay.
And we live here.
Okay. Yeah. Atlanta. I kid you not. Atlanta been good to me.
Yes.
And everything. With me being born here, because I know some people be born somewhere else and then they be raised somewhere else, and then.
Well, what high school did you go to?
I went to Creekside High School.
Oh, so you were
Fairburn, Georgia.
Okay, Fairburn, Georgia. Okay.
So Atlanta been good to me. As far as the business is concerned, I realized that was the main target, being able to find my niche in Atlanta. And then I challenged myself to go outside of Atlanta to different other states. And I have other models in other states representing the company brand as well. And with them being there, they're just letting everybody know about what the company brand stands for, how they can get involved on certain fashion runways, photo shoots, music videos. The list goes on and stuff like that, because I participate in a whole lot of stuff. And also the other thing is outreach programs as well. So
now that's for dealing with young adults?
Young adults, old adults, and stuff like that. Because I'm looking at opening up a male forum. Because I'm doing a woman forum too. I'm going to do a male forum and stuff like that.
Well, honey, can you break that down? Because sometimes it just...
So the male forum is more like the brotherhood kind of thing. We have a whole bunch of brothers in the building. They may speak about things growing up, leading up to now, and if they have been abused by certain situations and stuff like that. So we're going to sit back and...
But that's really hard for men to come together and share.
Yeah.
It's really hard because with the brotherhood, you really got to trust that other brother to be able to be like, okay. And then a lot of men do not like to have such a big group of you guys.
Yeah.
They like to have small groups if they're going to be more open to do so.
Right.
Because I was reading an article that most men will not go to the doctor to talk about depression.
Right.
Because they're afraid of being labeled as depressed or mentally ill.
Right.
So they'll just, keep quiet.
Right.
So, yeah. Oh, well, good luck with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as far as your sisterhood?
Yeah, sister.
Yeah, that should go well.
Oh, yeah, that's going to
Because women love to get together and drink tea and talk.
Oh, yeah.
And be like, girl, look at what I got, girl.
Yeah.
So that's gonna go well.
Yeah, that's why I decided that this year alone, even though the women's movement had been going on for a long period of time, what I decided that this year alone, I want to do more with the women this year, simply because with me doing the all women's fashion show, I had some brothers come to me and say, man, how in the world are you going to put on the all women's fashion show and you just leaving the brothers out? And I was like, it's nothing like that. It's just that, I'm willing to put the women together because, women, may have went through certain similar situations, and some of
Exactly.
them been through different situations and stuff. So I basically really challenge women to step out of their comfort zone, to be able to build confidence, have self-confidence when they're walking down the fashion runway. If they have like different testimonies that they want to relay, they can do that as well. So I pretty much make sure that all the women, when they do come together for all women's fashion show or just anything, just want them to be, embrace who they are as a person, and don't be afraid to, speak about who they is as a person and stuff.
Well, there you have it, folks. Demario Scott has it going on. So y'all might want to check him out. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah, they can find me on Facebook, Demario Scott. I'm the very first person, okay? If you see Demario A. Scott, that's not me. But if you see Demario Scott, and it says royalty in the background, you know it's me. You can go ahead and send me a friend request. You can find me on Instagram, King Mario 27, and you can follow me on YouTube as well, y'all. Demario Scott. I do got a Twitter, but I don't operate like that. But I'm just saying.
Well, there you have it. Now, are you going to be looking for models anytime soon?
I am, because I do have multiple shows that's coming up. I'm having a men and women fashion show that's coming up November 9th.
So will this be a co-ed fashion show at winter? Oh, I need to be in there. Huh? They might find me Mr.
Yeah, this is going to be a co-ed fashion show.
Oh, that's nice.
I had a lady, that's why I said, people watch you all the time to see what it is that you bring to the table.
Right.
And somehow I had a lady out in Virginia that was
Bless you.
watching what I was doing, and she decided to call me up one day. She said, can we collaborate on something?
Yes.
I was like, sure. Because I was just mainly talking about just doing an all-males fashion show. And she was like, well, I was thinking about doing a co-ed fashion show. I said, okay, cool. And so November 9th will be the anticipated fashion show date. We will have model calls going on October the 12th and the 13th.
So you guys might want to pay attention to his page.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow him.
Yes.
So you can get those dates and the places where you can and register for that.
Yeah, because
You don't want to miss that.
Yes, because it's gonna be an awesome experience. And then
Yes.
also going to be doing a Fabulous 50 show.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I'm
So
not
some
there
people-
yet.
Okay. So, but no, let me explain that.
I'm
though, 'cause-
almost there. I'm not
Let me
kidding.
explain that, because at first when it was brought to my attention, the lady said, I was just thinking automatically it's going to be, women in their 50s going up. She was like, no, we're going to start from 40 on up.
Oh.
So I said, okay then.
Well, I'm there, y'all.
Okay.
Hey.
So yeah, so we most definitely can use you on the fashion runway and do your thing and strut your things, because I know everybody had their own demeanor or swagger that they bring to the fashion runway and stuff like that. So
I'm like a hot potato. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Well, all right now.
yeah.
Well,
Yes.
Mr. Scott, I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. It's been definitely a pleasure.
Same here.
Thank you. I'm always honored when I can get people like you to
Yeah.
come sit with me, because I know
Yeah.
that your schedule is always so busy. Well, guys, when we come back, we're going to have author T.C. Underwood in the house. She's going to tell us about her new novel that she's written. She's in the house. And we got Thurston Lopes in the house. He's going to give us some guitar music. I know y'all like that. Guitar. We'll be back after these messages.
This next poem I wrote for Black women, specifically the way that Black women uplift each each other and do the heavy lifting, and the way we compliment each other on Facebook, which is like its own language. I wrote this poem for the women of Alabama who do some very hard work and some heavy lifting, and for the women of Wakanda. Facebook, and black women are doing what they do best, making me feel more visible than I have ever been, and I say lean in. Let me tell you of a wallless church, a congregation of women in the business of saving. Women who, when given the trash and the broken, refuse to think you disposable. Women who do the heavy lifting while the world balks from the sidelines. Women who serve as a second womb for motherless children, or for grown-ass men intent on not doing their own emotional work, and we let you back in. That is, should you be so lucky to be granted this magic, because we might side-eye you to kingdom come. Might roll our eyes until you poof and disappear, and ain't that sorcery? The way our defenses protect us from the elements, from a winter of fuckboys intent on getting all of our harvest, and you so vain you think we do this for you. As if we wake up in the morning pandering to the world's gaze. As if the women of Alabama and Wakanda don't have shit else to do than to save men from themselves. Lean in. We save ourselves first, and you get saved in the process, and ain't that the way it always goes? We get dressed in all the work we do, and you are saved just by touching the hem of our garments. Black queer women create social justice movements, and you make it about the men who are oblivious of their own privilege, who demand we be black first and woman when it suits them. Our intersectionality is a myth. Misogyny is a weed that grows back no matter how many think pieces you spray on it. The trouble with being the savior, though, is people don't usually think you need saving. They don't think you need gentleness. To the women I say, I vow to be more gentle. Know that you are worthy of someone who helps you with the work. Too long we have dined with the world, serving food from our own gardens on tables that we bought and built. All that I have I owe to black women. And when I hear somebody speak ill of them, I think of the girl I used to be, trying so hard to be one of the boys. But here I say I'm sorry. I say glory to the women who thought I was worth saving. Glory to the women who think I'm enough even on days when I fall short. To the women in this room, I say come through eyebrows. I say yes, highlight. I say I see you. You be visible and you be worthy of all this praise.
You ready?
One of the keys is remember where you came from.
Welcome back to the Stoney Love Atlanta's Weekend Edition. And I am your host, Stoney Love. In the studio with me today, I have TC Underwood. How are you?
I'm good.
Awesome. And you've given me your new book.
Jaunty's Hope.
Wow. I'm looking at the colors and all of that. Beautiful.
Yes,
Beautiful.
that's actually my cousin Sai on the cover. And she is gorgeous. She's amazing.
Y'all look like.
Do we?
Yeah.
Yep, she is my cousin.
But it was very captivating. That's why I was like, wow. Now this city, where is this city here?
Well, the book cover is non-specific. So
Okay.
the
It's just a
city on the
city.
cover is non-specific, but the story takes place in Atlanta, Georgia.
Woo! Really?
Of course, yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, Atlanta's the place to be.
Oh, wow. Jaunty Dubos. Oh. So what made you come up with this story?
The idea was stimulated by my great-great-great-great-grandmother. Her name was Jaunty.
Okay.
And she was a slave.
Beautiful name.
And my family has an organization, and all we do is try to find our family's lineage, where we come from. And we've gone back as far as 1836.
Okay.
So her story is quite amazing, how she walked from the Carolinas to Utah, Alabama, with her babies in tow, walked and she was a slave, and I began to think about what it would be like if she was able to get revenge against her slave owners. And thus, Jonty's Hope was birthed.
Mm. That's pretty. I know that, because I love these are my type of books.
Really?
Yes.
It's paranormal romance. So that's the genre.
Yeah. You and I have to talk.
Okay, good. Yay.
Yeah, because this is my type of stuff.
Mm.
And this is going to be something that I'm going to read. I get a lot of books all the time, but as you can see, I've paused a couple of times. I'm already fascinated, guys.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm telling you, you want to get Jonty's Hope. The Corset Clan, is that who her slave masters were?
The Corset Clan is a series.
Oh.
Yes, the series is about 4 sisters finding, and they are shapeshifters, and they're finding their true mates. And so Jonty is the baby of the group, and the story begins with her.
Okay.
Yes, so she's the baby sister finding her true mate.
Now, is this your first novel?
It is. It's my debut novel. I'm so excited.
Wow. And you've done, you put a card in here and everything. Oh, no, this is, okay.
Yes.
Wow. And so, do you anticipate on writing any more stories, or like getting off into other books? Do you have anything else lined up besides this series of books that you have?
Yes. Well, I love paranormal romance, so I do want to.
And explain to people what that is.
Paranormal romance.
And
Paranormal is anything supernatural. So
Okay.
it can range from vampires to fairies to just someone that's not quite human that might have some magical gifts or anything like that. And romance, we all know and have experienced romance.
Like, say,
before,
for
so-
instance, someone who died, but then their body ended up into another dimension, but then they see that person that they loved before.
That could be it.
Yeah.
As with these women, they are animals. They are panthers that can morph into humans. So they're animals first, and they are panthers, and they are bad to the bone.
That sounds like a movie.
Yeah, they are bad to the bone. So yes, so there are a lot of ups and downs. It's emotional. It's funny. It's everyone that I know that has read the book and the reviews say that it's an emotional roller coaster. So
Wow. Yeah,
that
I'm going to
was
check this out.
what I was trying to bring across, and it's yay women's rights, of course.
Wow. So when did you knew that you had this deep down inside of you that you wanted to write? When did you knew that you were destined to be a writer?
I've always loved to read, and many years ago I started writing poetry. And I've also always been a person that procrastinated and a person that quit. I never finished what I started.
Are you a Gemini?
I'm a Gemini, yes. I am a Gemini. In every sense of the word, I'm a Gemini.
Yes.
So, for my 40th birthday, I decided that I was going to complete some goals. My first goal was to finish school, graduate from college, and I did that. My second goal was to write a book, venture away from poetry and write a book. And so I achieved that goal, and I think I have a knack for it.
You do.
I
You know
think I have
you
a
know
knack for it.
that you being a Gemini, you were born to write because your mind is ruled by Mercury. And with your mind being ruled by Mercury, it's going 1,000 times even in your sleep. And you get these most beautiful ideas when you're sleeping. And
Do
you
you
have to
know
get up
me?
and
You in my personal life.
and you have to get up and you have to write it down.
Correct.
I'm Gemini Saturn, so I'm
Oh, okay.
also a writer. A lot of people don't know that about me, but I know myself. So when you have that in your chart, you can't help but be a creative writer. Most Gemini people are movie writers, screenplay writers, playwrights, and authors, and they're very successful. You will be very rich at this. So this will go beyond more than what you think. So don't stop.
And I do have some nonfiction works that I want to do.
Keep
so,
going.
Yes.
Keep going.
Yes.
And even though you have that procrastination, and that could be Saturn that you have that's there somewhere lingering, but Saturn is getting ready to go direct. So if you notice the last couple of days, you've had this burst of energy, and you're like, oh, I think I want to go for a walk. Oh, I think I want to go outside. I think I just want to do this. I want to write. I want to do this. I got this new idea. And you just want to share it because the universe is it's changing, and you're one of those people. It affects you mentally.
Talk, you all over me right now.
But I'm telling you, you have something great coming for you.
Thank you.
You have something great coming for you. And your blessings monetarily will be beyond measures. So don't stop writing because you were born to write. Even for children, you were born to write for them. So don't stop.
Awesome. I actually have a children's book series that I have just sitting on my shelf.
Don't stop.
And I just haven't published them yet. They're just sitting there, and I'm looking at them.
And
like
that's
one
going to
day.
be your #1 best seller.
Wow.
You mark my words.
Awesome.
And so when I say that, I know when I prophesize to people and I tell people things, it's because I know. I don't say things that I don't know. You can ask anybody that truly knows me. If I tell you something, you better believe it.
I do. I will take
And
you at your word.
And so,
I'm listening.
yes, that children's book, you hold on to it. I haven't read it, seen it, but I can see it. It's gonna be big. And I'm talking about from cartoons, and y'all gonna come back looking at this show because y'all gonna say she was on that show and that lady told her. And don't y'all be calling my phone asking me, tell me. I only go by when the spirit tell me to tell somebody something. Okay. So if God ain't told me to tell you nothing, I ain't telling you nothing.
Awesome.
But I know for sure that book you got, that children's book, and you never even told me that, is going to be a major, major hit for you. So no more procrastination. Whatever that force is that's keeping you where you want to start over again and keep balling up the paper and starting over again, just go. You know how when you have that asthma thing and you go to the doctor, he goes, just blow, 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 and
Well,
don't
that's
stop.
what I've been doing. That's how
Yes.
that book got done because
And it's manifested
I've been
right
praying
here.
about that thing. So I have not been procrastinating. as
And
of
this
late.
is going to be good too. I see this here. I'm going to read this, but I see this booking. Make sure you guys check this book out.
And that book
John-
is for you, of course.
Thank you so much. Did you sign this?
I have not yet.
Oh,
So, but I will before I
let me
leave
tell
today.
y'all gonna be looking for TC Underwood. You're gonna be looking for her, and this woman here was born to write. And when you're born to write, and you're born to do what God has called you to do, and you're doing it, ain't nothing but blessings coming for you. So y'all make sure y'all check out this book. Tell everybody where they can buy this book.
Amazon.com. It's on Kindle. You can get it on Amazon. John T's Hope.
Well, there you have it, folks. TC Underwood. And when we come back, I don't know where my call-in's at, but we got Thurston Lopes. He's going to give us some live guitar music
Can't wait.
as soon as we come back. All right. After these messages, guys. You ready? Well, welcome back. I came back as I promised y'all. The Stoney Love Show, the weekend edition. How are you,
I'm
Thurston?
doing well. How you doing? Am I
Ooh,
close enough to the mic?
you close enough. You brought the strings with you.
My guitar.
Yes,
That's
the
what my
good,
little cousin called it.
the guitar.
Guitar.
So tell me, when did you learn to play the guitar?
That's a maybe when I was 7, but I didn't take it serious till I got to college.
Okay.
My parents, they, the guitar's gonna be a distraction. We got a call. The guitar's gonna be a distraction. So I didn't really start playing until I was maybe 18.
Give me just 1 second. I think I was a little bit late. Thank you for calling the Stoney Love Show.
Hey, how are you? This is me with Block 2911 from Dwayne Culpepper.
Yes, can you please give me just a second? I do believe, yes. So I'm going to place you on hold. I don't know how, but I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, probably since I was about 7. I'm 29 now.
Okay.
So for a while. Seriously, for about 10 years though.
And so you sing, you write music?
Write music, produce, engineer. So I spent like maybe about 2 years ago, I quit my job and got an internship at a studio.
He for real about that thing.
I mean, when you like wake up and you're at a 9 to 5, it's difficult to go there every day and have to,
Trust me. Yes, I know.
basically be that puppet. That's inhumane, so
That's how I lost my job.
Yeah, you
Because I used to be
fired or fire yourself.
I used to be sitting in I had a big, nice office, y'all. And I used to be sitting in my office like this, thinking about being on television, dreaming. And then every time she come by the window, she's staring at me in the window. And I'm like, yes, boss. Yes, like a slave.
Yes, boss.
She goes, get to work. I need my payroll done right now. I'm like, yes, boss. Yes, boss. I'm like, one day I'm going to be a TV personality. I'm not going to work here. And it's like, there it was.
Yeah.
And so one day she came and she says, come here. I said, yes, ma'am. I says, all your payroll is done. How can I help you? She says, get your little things and your little plant. You're fired.
Anytime somebody say you're little, they trying to play you. Oh, your little music thing, your little production thing. And that's how you know you're doing something, right?
You know what? She said your little plant. It was a big plant. I was like, oh, no, she did. But it was all good. I'm not mad at her because you know what? The time that I needed that job, she was there. My time had expired.
Nothing's personal.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
And when you said when you wake up, it's so many people around here asleep. And I know the term that you're talking about because a lot of us are not, and I'm speaking us, a lot of us are asleep. We don't even know who we are. We don't even know our DNA. We don't even know what blood type we are. We just get up in the morning. Oh, I'm going down here work at Walmart, Sister Love Jones.
Agreements that we make.
Yes, we still a slave, and I'm a cashier. I make $10. I get paid on Friday. I pay you back. Still a slave. You still a slave. You don't know nothing about yourself. You know nothing about who you are, period. So you're asleep. You're just going through the day. You don't even know what it is like, what you like to do, your favorite food, your favorite color. I can't even imagine not knowing these things about myself. So when I date people and when they ask me, well, what do you like to do? And I even stopped telling people what I like to do, what my favorite color is. Because it's your job to figure that out. It's now you're supposed to know you. Now you're supposed to get to know me.
But if you don't know you,
You can't get to know me.
You're just a distraction.
Right.
More so than like a co-creator.
So I don't even tell. If you don't, you got to find out what my favorite color is. You got to find out what my favorite food is. You got to find out. So if you want to find out, you have to know yourself so you can get to know me.
You.
Right.
I like that.
Right.
I like that.
So now, you quit your job to do this, and you're happy.
Yeah.
You look happy.
Thank
you look
you.
free.
Thank you.
And you don't worry about nothing.
I have faith. I try not to worry. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. I don't worry about it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you.
Right.
But I try my best not to worry, and I'm realizing that worrying it ages you. it makes.
How old do you think I am?
Oh my gosh, she asked me down.
Yeah, yeah, man.
I would say maybe like 44, 45.
You on point. You got good vision. You don't need no attention. You good. You good. That's good.
But it's definitely going against the grain doing music. But I don't do it to. I was talking to her in the lobby, and I feel like in a city like Atlanta, everyone wants to be popular, and everyone wants.
And y'all gotta stop that.
And me, I really don't like attention, to be completely honest with you.
Y'all gotta stop being these attention whores, because you know what? You're not a celebrity. And I'm telling you, and I'm not saying you, but everybody seemed to have awakened up in Atlanta and was like, woo, I'm going to Hollywood. It's not that easy. People who are in Hollywood and people who are on TV and people who are successful at it, it was given to them by the universe. It's a gift that was given to them. They don't have to spend all day in the acting classes. They don't have to spend all the day. Will Smith didn't spend all day nothing. It was given to him. Given by the universe. So stop it. Y'all really need to really have that awakening. And people need to stop tricking people and stop saying, oh, girl, you got it, girl. Go on down there. You a model. Stop it. And I'm serious. And I'm not hating on nobody, because that ain't even in my blood. I love y'all. But I'm telling y'all, if you don't have it, stop wasting your time. We need people at Walmart. We need people at, everybody wasn't meant to be in Hollywood. So if everybody was in Hollywood, wouldn't nobody be at McDonald's and wouldn't nobody be at Walmart. Am I right?
Agreed. I agree.
So everybody want to be famous. All of a sudden in Atlanta,
Right.
everybody decide they want to wake up and they want to be famous. I don't know how that's going to work out.
It's not. I mean,
I don't know. Yeah, my mouth going to get me in trouble on my show one day, ain't it?
I mean,
We'll see, right? What you going to sing for me?
I'm going to do this song called Road Less Travel. No, I wrote it. I wrote it a long time ago, actually. Let's see. Maybe when I was like 20.
Was that the one on your YouTube?
Yeah, the one on my YouTube.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
But my main goal is to raise the vibration of the planet. I mean, if that comes with like attention, cool. But like I was telling her, like, you know, we off of Cleveland Avenue in Atlanta right now, and when I go outside, if I want to go to the Chick-fil-A up the street or to Walmart across the street,
The chicken sandwich.
like I probably can count more than 10 homeless people. You know what I mean? People that are really dealing with some mental health issues. You know, so I want music that's gonna heal people, not make you feel like you don't have something or you can't do something. You know what I mean? So that's where my heart is. But yeah, this song is called Road Less Travel. What's the use of living when you live through someone else? There's no need crying when you don't do what you felt. Your mind is a map and your heart is the guide. Trust your intuition, believe you'll be just fine. Life is a battle, but you haven't lost the war. The only thing that matters is staying true to who you are. Yeah. And take the road less traveled, and use your heart as a candle, and take the road less traveled. You're never gonna shine until you glow. This is for the dreamers, the miracle believers, chasing aspirations. Don't stop until you get there. You can't live your life under 10 people's rules. become the exception. The outcome's up to you. Life is a battle, but you haven't lost the war. The only thing that matters is staying true to who you are. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And take the road less traveled. And use your heart as a candle. And take the road less traveled. You're never gonna shine until you blow. You're a candle, yeah, and the darkness, there's perfection, in your likeness. You're original, irreplaceable. Take the road. Take the road. Life is a battle, but you haven't lost the war. The only thing that matters is staying true to who you are.
Thank you.
Man, you got me in tears. You sound like Labyrinth. Has anybody ever told you that?
I get John Legend and Bob Marley, but never, I don't know who that person. You said who?
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth.
Yes. Go, listen to his music. Yeah, Labyrinth.
Let me check that out.
Oh my God, you have his sound, but it's so acoustic.
Thank you for having
Like
me.
you have it.
Thank you.
He's giving it to you.
Thank you.
Like you're gonna be selling out concerts.
Oh, bless.
Oh my God! And I'm blessed to have had you right here. Like seriously, like
It's a blessing to be here, to be honest.
no,
Oh, man.
because I know that one day you're gonna look back at this taping because you're gonna supersede this, and you're gonna be doing something so greater than this, and you're gonna be like, I was on that show, which my show will probably still just be a show, and you'll be somewhere selling out crowds. But I mean, opening for maybe Beyonce or somebody.
Oh
But
my
you really have it. You have it. Like you have it. I mean, man.
Thank you.
Whew, I tell you. If y'all listening, come get him, because I'm telling you, he got it. I don't even know. I can't even. I'm going to break. Whew. We'll be back after these messages. Welcome back to the Stoney Love Atlanta Weekend Edition. I am Stoney Love. Thank you so much for joining me. I have on the line with me artist AME, right? Did I say that right?
No, it's okay. I'm me.
Amy, how are you today?
I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm doing good. So tell me all about you and where you're from.
I'm currently located in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm a Christian hip hop artist signed with the label Squad 2911.
Yes.
And my mission is just to bring hope, to the masses, to offer a solution. Oftentimes we're magnifying the struggle and how real the struggle is, but the solution is just as real. And there are avenues and ways out of it. So I just come with a message of hope, a message of strength, a message of love, perseverance, things of that sort. So I magnify the solution.
Okay, so you write your own music?
I do, yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so as it sounds like you're saying that your goal is to uplift and unify the world through your lyrics.
Correct, people. Yeah, I don't know if it's realistic to say the world because that'll mean everybody go come, but those who are those who are open to adhere. But yeah, I'm a songwriter. I'm a graphic designer, a preacher, things of that sort. So yes, ma'am. I do a number of things.
And so, into your ministry, how do you just counsel women, or you? It doesn't matter. You minister to all.
I minister to all.
Okay.
But because I'm a woman, I believe women and children have an advantage of, from the things of wisdom that I've gained, that I release in my ministry. But I minister to all. I have just as many, fellas that benefit from what God has given me as women and children as well.
Okay. And so where do you see your ministry going in the next few years?
In the next 2 years?
In the next few, I say few, F-E-W. I know it may sound like I'm saying two, but I'm saying few. I'm sorry. I'm a little country. I'm country.
It's all right. I see great things in store for the next few years. I'm mainly focused on exposure right now, so just staying before the Lord, remaining consistent, and connecting with different and new markets.
And how do you, for someone who doesn't have a lot of faith, how do you minister to someone and get them to increase their faith in God?
Love. I believe the greatest, and let's start right there. Somebody without faith, I believe the best way to influence them is to live before them. A lot of talking is not going to be convincing or persuasive, but I believe that when we let our light so shine, that's one thing you can't deny is an experience that you've had with someone. So I believe that with love and kindness, we draw them, and in that, we walk upright, and not just for a show or fashion, but it has to be who you really are as a being. And when you're true to yourself and you get yourself to a place where you can be who God has called you to be, your walk will do more ministering than your talk.
That's true.
So when it comes to individuals that don't have faith, who is difficult to persuade, I believe our actions, our motives, our genuine love is more persuasive than anything else we can do before them.
Amen. And that is true. Let your light shine. What is it? This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine.
Hello?
Right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I'm sorry.
Okay. I said, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's basically always the essence of that song to be.
And what's amazing is it only takes a little bit of light and darkness to shine.
That is so true. That is definitely so true. Now, will your ministry be going on tour or doing anything outside of Indiana? Is it Indianapolis? Is that where you are?
Yes, I am in Indianapolis.
Okay.
And as far as the music, yes, that is the main goal, that it picks up, and we visit multiple cities. So we have a lot of bookings, a decent calendar that comes up for the year 2020, things in plan. Still promoting the last album I just released, which is entitled Dirty America. That's where Reasons come off of it. And yeah, so I do some traveling, and I'm looking to pick up the traveling here in 2020, and that's for the music. But I'm also booked for the preaching and prophesying as well. But I believe that'll pick up greater grounds later on. It appears that the blueprint that God has given me is that move with the music, and the music will fund the prophetic ministry. I'm just focusing on making sure that the music does what it's called to do for the next phase of my life.
Well, that sounds like you have a plan. And I want to say thank you so much today for joining me and sharing a piece of your world with us. And will you tell everybody where they can find you on social media and your ministry?
I'm mainly on Facebook right now. You can find me at Ami Music 777 on Facebook, and my regular name is Raquel Wright, spelled like Rachel, Rachel, last name Wright with a Wright.
Awesome. And we're going to play your song again as we go to break one more time. And after these messages, we will be right back. Thank you so much for joining me today, and have a great one.
You as well. Thanks for having me.
You too. Bye-bye.
Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving. I ain't dealing with it 'cause I know that I'm a queen. Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving. I ain't messing with them unless they rockin' with the king. Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving. I ain't dealing with it 'cause I know that I'm a queen. Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving. I ain't messing with them unless they rockin' with the king. It's been 3 whole years, you still acting a fool with that fake facade like you a different dude. Why'd I stoop so low to even mess with you? 'Cause I was young and dumb and so delusional. Should've knew better 'cause you came with the usual. Cash, cars, and clothes, the dreams we pursue. The beautiful things that you and I could see you do. But it turns out I turned out miserable. If I could turn back the hands of time, I give it all back at the drop of a dime. To think it all started at the drop of a line. But look, ever since then, all I've been doing is crying. And ever since then, all you've been doing is lying. From the beginning, all you've been doing is dapping my shine. From the beginning, all you've been doing is cramping my style. Immature, sneaking and creeping, you've been playing around. Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving. I ain't dealing with it 'cause I know that I'm a queen. Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving. I ain't messing with them unless they rockin' with the king. Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving. I ain't dealing with it 'cause I know that I'm a queen. Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving. I ain't messing with them unless they rockin' with the king. I'm packing my bags, leaving my past behind, 'cause I'm done crying. Already done invested too much time in believing lies, even though I tried, it's been agonizing. So tired of being stuck in the same place, compromising, praying for a brighter day, sunshine. If you need a better way, better pray. If you gon' never get a chance to get up out this rat race, I need the strength to move on. Fear trying to make me hold on. I got the Jones in my bones, but let the weak say I'm strong. You've been trying to knock me off my throne, now I'm back in the zone. Finally got a backbone. Realize I've been in this too long. You made me wiser and strong. It's time for you to get on. This experience ain't been nothing but a stepping stone, and I got plenty reasons why I'm leaving you alone. Listen, it's time to get set free from all forms of deception and lies, relational lies, and those just don't come through romantic ties, but through your family, your friends, co-workers and associates. Oh yeah, and the worst type, self-inflicted lies. Those are the lies you've been telling yourself.
Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving.
I ain't dealing with it cause I know that I'm a queen.
Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving.
I ain't messing with them unless they rockin' with the king.
Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving.
I ain't dealing with it cause I know that I'm a queen.
Give you all the reasons. Give you all the reasons that I'm leaving.
I ain't messing with them unless they rockin' with the king.
Welcome back to the Stoney Love Atlanta's Weekend Edition, and I'm Stoney Love. And I have with me on the phone, as I promised, y'all, I have poet Ashley Hayes. How are you, Ashley?
I am awesome. How are you, Stoney?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you. And I want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule today and calling me, because I know you have a lot going on. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
I appreciate you for inviting me. It's a pleasure.
Yes, thank you. Now, I've looked at some of your videos. How awesome. You are doing your thing right here in the city of Atlanta.
Yep, I've lived here most of my life.
Wow. And your words are so profound and so so meaningful. I watched your video and I was just truly, truly moved. When did you know, at what age, that you were destined to move others with your words?
I had actually started writing when I was about 10 years old. But I really got into performance when I was 16. 2018, B103 actually had like a youth poetry competition.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, okay, well, maybe I'll go ahead and enter it. And I've been in love with it ever since.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Now, I just saw your recent concert that you did, like, I guess you would call it a concert. Or what do you call that when the poets, is that a concert?
Yeah, I would call it a show, a variety show.
Okay.
We did mostly poetry, comedy, singing at City Winery recently.
Yes, that's what it was. That's what I was watching. And I thought I heard you say that your host was, who was your host?
Amina Brown.
Oh.
Amina Brown was my host.
Okay. I thought that was the same person because I thought I know that name, and I was like, wait a minute, if I wasn't mistaken, but I think I know her, and so I was like, wow, what a small world. but I call her some.
She runs a podcast. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So. Okay. So do you do podcasting as well?
I do. I'm actually. I have featured on a couple podcasts, including one for NPR. They actually wrote under to a new umbrella called Adult-ish, and I had my own podcast with a friend of mine, and basically ran that for about 2 years. And I'm actually in the process of launching my new podcast called Hayes' Higher Learning. So broadcasting has been kind of my thing for the past couple of years.
Okay. And so where do you see yourself going with your career as you continue to make things happen? Because I see you moving. You're moving.
Yeah, I'm moving. I think my destination is to be able to continuously bring quality entertainment to people and to also bring quality education to people. So, Ashley Hayes is my entertainment brand. It's poetry, it's acting, it's commercial marketing. I was fortunate enough to do some corporate marketing. But Hayes' Higher Learning is really education and getting people, I call it higher learning because it's all the stuff that you didn't learn in school. So,
Right.
Those are kind of my avenues. And I hope to just be able to sustain doing that full time and really putting my art out into the world.
Well, that's definitely the move, especially when it's something that you're destined to do and when you're talented. I mean, you definitely want to put your heart and your soul into it. And I wish you great success in doing so. Will you be doing any movies or anything like that, or have we done any movies?
I have not done a movie. I've been in a TV show, though. I was fortunate enough to do a BET show called The Quad a couple years ago.
Oh.
And I am always on the market. If you're listening and you want to cast me in your film, holla at me.
Yeah, she's available.
But yeah, your girl is working my headshots. Just really trying to expand my reach.
Okay. Well, Atlanta is Atlantawood now, and it's the place to definitely be to make those things pop off. I do know that. So you're right at home if that's your move. But
absolutely.
So with your writing, do you do anything else besides writing poetry? Are you in the league of writing books or children's books or motivating young adults or anything of that nature? Do you have anything else besides your poetry that you do?
Yeah, through Hayes' Higher Learning, I do workshops and I partner with a lot of different conferences and events. I keep saying I'm going to get to writing a novel, but really short form has been my thing, poetry. But my workshops are really kind of my baby when I'm not doing poetry. And I just partnered with Bass Parlor Studios in Atlanta to start teaching the fundamentals of being a creative in business. So we'll be rolling out that series next month. So I'm really excited about it.
Awesome. Okay. Well, when will you be having another concert, another moment where you'll be sharing your poetry with everyone?
Tonight, actually, I'm at the Decatur Book Festival at Amaza pizza place in Decatur. It starts at 8 p.m. I'll be alongside some really dope poets, including a Dime Bean, Nate Mask, Ryan Alexander. So I'm really excited about that. I think Teresa Davis is hosting. Otherwise, people can just keep up with me at ashleyhayes.com for my upcoming shows. I travel a lot, especially in the fall, but I'll definitely be doing an Atlanta show, another one.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. Ashley Hayes. And before you go, would you like to bless us with a couple of lines of poetry?
Sure. You want me to just do a couple lines? You want to do a whole poem?
Can you give us a whole poem?
Yeah, I can do it. I don't want to give you, part of the picture. I'll do this poem that is pretty easy to find. It's called For Colored Girls Who Don't Need Katy Perry When Missy Elliott Is Enough.
Oh. All right.
Third grade. I said. Third grade. I'm in the hallway, and I'm sure I shouldn't have been, and Corey White comes up to me and asks, yo, have you heard the new Missy Elliott track? I reply, who is Missy Elliott? At the time, my parents only let me listen to gospel and the smooth jazz station, but that day, home, ran upstairs to my room, closed the door, which is a cardinal sin in a black mother's house, and I waited on TRL to come on. And then it happened. Metallics in a black trash bag fill my TV screen, and I hear the coolest thing I'd ever heard in 8 years. Beat, beat, who got the keys to the Jeep? Vroom. And at that moment, I had my entire life figured out. I was going to grow up to be Missy Elliott. I spent the next 10 years of my life recording and rewinding videos to learn dance moves, passing that Dutch, getting my freak on, and trying to figure out what on earth she was saying and work it. There were so many artists I could have idolized at the time, but Missy was the only one who looked like me. It is because of Melissa Elliott that I believe that a fat black girl from Chicago could dance until she felt pretty, could be sexy and cool, could be a woman playing a man's game and not be apologetic about it. If you ask me, while representation in the media is important, I will show you my velour outfit and the matching Kango hat I begged my parents for. I will show you a woman who learned how to dance until she felt pretty. Feminism wears a throwback jersey, bamboo earrings, and a face beat for the gods. Feminism is the brat Missy Elliott, Lil' Kim, and Angie Martinez on the Not Tonight track. Feminism says, as a woman in my arena, you are not my competition. As a woman in my arena, your light doesn't make mine any dimmer. Dear Missy, I did not grow up to be you, but I did grow up to be me and to be in love with who this woman is, to be a woman playing a man's game and to not be apologetic about any of it. If you ask me, well, representation is important, I will tell you. On days I don't feel pretty, I hear the sweet voice of Missy singing to me, pop that, jiggle that fat, and don't stop, get it till your clothes get wet. I will tell you that right now there are a million girls just waiting to see someone who looks like them. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Sounds like you rapping. Doesn't sound like poetry. It sounds like you're rapping. Wow.
Yeah, I'm a performance poet. That's
wow, that's amazing. I love it. I love it. I'm going to have to catch one of your shows one night. I'm going to have to find out exactly when my schedule will permit, and I'll let you know so I can slide in the house one night. But I want to say... Yeah. Yes, no doubt. I'm going to have to come check you out. I want to say thank you so very much, and I want you to have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. And thank you again so much, and talk to you soon.
Thank you so much, Stoney Love. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you for having me. Talk to you soon.
You too, dear. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, guys, that was Ashley Hayes, and she just blessed us with some poetry. I love it. And I want to say thank you so much for watching me this weekend. We had everybody except for Felicia Terrell. I was just sitting here emailing her PR, and these celebrities, they tell me, they get me all excited, and then they kirk out on me. Y'all got to stop doing that to me. I'm in my feelings. I'm hurting now. So we're going to see if we can try it again next week and get Felicia to come on now and tell us one thing. But until then, bye, Felicia, because y'all don't make me mad. But anyway, I hope that you have a fabulous weekend right here in Atlanta. Be safe. Be courteous on the road. Show love to yourself first. Take care of yourself first. Okay? And I'm practicing that more than anything. Self-love. Whatever you do, self-love. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you cannot take care of anyone else. So be safe out there on the road, and I'll see you next Saturday. All right? Bye-bye.